Thanks. Thanks.
Okay. All right. What is your toughest challenge that you faced in cricket, and how did overcoming it make you a better player or a person?
Toughest challenge, I would say, again, so you are being picked in the 11, right? You are being picked in the 11 because you are there to contribute something, right? And there are 10 others who are trying to compete with you, right? Leave alone 11 players, who are the opponents, right? So the challenge is, how do I, contribute to the team so that people around the team get inspired, right? So that they also are able to contribute to the team. So that was the biggest challenge, I would say that, being competitive, right? Within the team, and also bringing others and inspiring others. That would be, I would say, a challenge. Not a difficult challenge, but you have to still motivate people to, be together as a family.
Okay.
Right.
How do you think it has made you a better person or a better player,
Better,
having this challenge?
yeah, better person. I would say, the reason is you learn a lot, right? It's just not you are inspiring others, but others. When you see others play, you also learn a lot from them. May it be, like physical, also mentally, right? You get a good character. When you see good people, you kind of get their good characters and good vibes, right? That also makes you a better person. You try to change something which you feel something you're not doing right, but seeing others doing that, you kind of take it as inspiration and motivation. So that also, you can, positivity, being very positive, that is something I've learned, right? Always being positive, not negatively, talking about, when you're on the field or off the field. So that's something, I learned, and then I had to go back and take that, always being positive. That is one of the key thing.
Key thing, yeah. But talking to you make me realize, even though we say this is recreational cricket, the burden that you put on yourself
Right.
says a lot about the passion that you have for the game, right?
Absolutely.
Trying to be a part of 11, trying to contribute, and especially to inspire others
Right.
is something incredibly, a burden task for you to take for a recreational cricket,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
So it is very challenging. That is right.
It
Yeah.
is. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you if you could relive one cricketing moment, as a player or a spectator, which moment would that be and why?
I would relive. There are again a lot of games, right? We could have done better. Some games we, lost very close. We went there. I would say, not relive, but as a person playing for Aadukalam, the goal is to, get on the trophy. That is something we would, as a team, would like to get the win the trophy for our club. So that was something I would like to, set a personal objective, and then help the team and motivate the team members to, lift the trophy. So that is something, that we would like to achieve. But relive, there are a lot of, games that, we played on the field, which, I could say, but one day will not be enough. So there are a lot of, yeah, we have been, doing this for a close a decade, right?
Decade,
So
as you said.
so
Okay.
it is very tough to,
Okay. So if that's the case, I have a fan favorite. You kind of mentioned this earlier, right? That opening partnership in Sterling Heights where you were unbeaten, we were unbeaten. Can you take me through that journey from the beginning of you and your friend getting into the pitch? What went through your mind? What happened in between overs? What
right.
were you communicating? And how did it feel towards the end there, where you're saying, okay, we are definitely going to close this game together?
Right.
So can you relive that moment for me? Because we've observed it from outside,
Right.
but what went through your headspace, throughout that 10, 12 overs
Right.
that you guys were in the pitch?
Yeah, that's again, no, we would try to, do more partnerships like that. But that particular game, as I mentioned, we were complementing each other, and that person was running like crazy with me. One run, he also almost, fell. He fell on the ground. He did a somersault. If you go back and look at the video, it was a somersault he did. So,
Yeah.
we were, constantly, complimenting each other. And I'm a person who doesn't like sledging. right? So somebody, when they tried to poke me on the wrong side, I would try to give it back to them right there, right? Because I'm a strong player. You have to, make the ball or bat talk, not,
Your
our
words,
mouth,
yeah.
right? So that's one of the games, where it was challenging. People were, commenting, yeah, these guys are single, right? Don't let them get out. So that kept us going on. And we started, we don't set ourselves, 50, 20, 70, 100, not like that. We start every single over, right? Every single over, what is our target? So we try to keep achieving that. And that is what, how it happened. And he started, whacking people. So one of the thing that I would like to, not steal, I would say, but like to learn from him is that, that 45-degree between fine leg and deep square. I'm not a great cricketing guy who knows where the fielding
Feel this.
fielding positions are. It's just
Yeah,
right
it's
behind
just
that
full shot. Yeah.
43.
Okay.
So that I would like to know, kind of
Wow.
very inspiring. I saw that, right in front of him as 3 or 4 boundaries.
Okay.
Typically, moving and pulling that off was awesome to watch. And as I mentioned, it happened. It was a beautiful, a wonderful memory. So we were, again, we got it done in very, 14 overs, I would say. We, closed the target of 103.
So I'm going to nitpick on a little bit of details in this match because for somebody like me who is trying to get inspired from all this experience, right? So what do you mean? And for most of the people out there, who love cricket and their passion, what do you mean when you say you complement each other, in between the wickets? What does that mean? Can you elaborate on a little bit for us?
The compliment is, it happens. You as a player, you are on the pitch. You have a good partner who's, who's supporting, always supporting you on the field. Of course, off the field, there's a lot of support. But on the pitch, when we are there, it's some kind of magic. I don't know. I don't know what it is called. It's some magic that happens. We don't call for runs, right? All the singles or doubles. We don't call for runs. When we see each other and then, we run, because that is the trust you have, right? And complimenting, I would say, again, on the pitch, right? You encourage your partner, right? That encourages them to do better. Likewise, it's kind of a reciprocal, right? So you have to do that, at which, we keep doing that always on the pitch,
Okay.
during the break, during, over break, just talking, chatting about, picking a bowler, or, picking a particular, fielder, or a particular, ground, particular side of the ground to hit, and, concentrate. So we do that
Okay,
during the
so
pitch.
for everybody who is trying to get inspired from these podcasts, I feel like better communication and trying to complement each other is the key for a better
Absolutely.
partnership.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. It is a partnership,
Yeah.
right? It is not one
One
man doing
person.
everything.
Yeah.
It is a partnership, right?
Okay.
So that is where I'm trying to say compliment, right? You have to, score, and also have the partner close, that is, score runs. So it is mutual, right? So it is not that you do everything, right? So both have to contribute each other, and you have to complement them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Communication and encouragement.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
I learned something.
Thank you. Thank you. Good.
Okay. So, who is your favorite cricket player of all time? And what is it about them that inspires you?
So I would say it, international and, within Aadukalam. So of course, for many, right, back home, with billion people, everybody, a kid was born, maybe male or female, they try to, pick their bats first, right? So cricket is India's, religion, I would say, right? So as I mentioned, the same 1992, when I started playing cricket, by getting inspired by this, young kid who was facing the likes of Akram or Wakar Yunus. So Sachin has always been, my inspiration, no doubt. People can, debate off the field, that, no, he's selfish and all that, but this guy, almost single-handedly for at least decade, I would say, or, half a decade, until, Ganguly, Dravid, Lakshman, Sehwag, Piston. This guy was single-handedly carrying the whole, the dream of the entire nation, right? So that is not an easy thing to do, right? And he also started bringing the others, inspired many other people, right? Like Virat Kohli or MS Dhoni, right? So that is where, he's everything. He's a forefather of cricket, I would say. In India, there have been legends before that, like Kapil Dev. They've been always there. India has been playing from before even. The one thing that we could give a competition to British back then when they were, you know, uh, ruling India. So that there were lot of legends. But when Sachin started playing the game, it completely took it to a different level. Where money started to pour in. Of course, cricket, money are now go hand in
Intertwined,
hand.
I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah.
so money started to pour in, and people started respecting. Right, in India as a country, right? I'm passionate. I'm an Indian. As I'm very passionate. So when started people respecting, right? That is where the entire game changes, and Sachin was one of the great
Okay.
inspirational. And Aadukalam, I would say, of course, it is Daniel, right?
Okay.
So the why I'm saying Daniel is for a decade we have been playing cricket, but I have not been always, I've not, for some reason or the other, have not played the entire season, right? So this man has always stood behind the team, all the games he has played, right? Contributed, right? Or, both with batting, bowling, and fielding, just not on the field, right? He's also doing lot of things which I don't. Of course, there is support, but the man behind, the Aadukalam, so he's one of my, very inspirational cricketer in Aadukalam, because it's just not cricket, right? It is also behind, uh, there you would have seen clubs participating in this tournament, Mishka. They would play with 10 players, 9 players, but Aadukalam had never had that issue, and he was one person who has been doing that behind the scenes. It's not an easy job.
Yeah.
You cannot. It's not an easy job. You kind of trying to bring in a person, introduce. It's not an easy job, right? And they would expect, right, should be part of the team and play every game. So that's some expectation. But this person, I don't know how he does it, but he does it really well. Encouraging, motivating, inspiring, and yeah. He's one of the great cricketer, Aadukalam. So I really enjoy playing with him.
Sounds good. Thank you. Okay. If you could have dinner with any cricketer, who would it be and what would you ask them?
Dinner with any cricketer. That's a tough one. Yeah, I would say part of being a part of Aadukalam family, because that is where the 2024 is felicitation, which I keep saying it again. That was one of the most memorable, with having dinner with all our teammates, right? It was, and the family members. So that was really wonderful. And of course, there are memories. Such being Sachin, I would like to have dinner with him, but
There you go. Okay.
but no, he's
Let's say if you
yes,
hypothetically, if you have
hypothetically,
dinner with Sachin,
right.
what would you ask him?
Why did you retire? Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
of course,
All right.
he's 42, right, when he retired, so it's not easy to play that game at that competitive level for 24 years.
Yeah.
Right,
It
yeah,
was a
really been.
heartbreak for a lot
Oh,
of people
yes,
when he retired,
absolutely,
I
yeah,
guess,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
absolutely, it was.
Okay. Thank you. Very good answer. Um, what is your go-to cricket ritual or superstition before a match to get you into the zone?
I would say not superstition, but of course, being, because superstition, it helps to an extent, but what you do on the field is all on you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right, all on your end with your partner and the fellow team members during fielding. But our Aadukalam has a very good superstitious that whenever a batsman is there, they're playing well, people don't move from move their
They
seats.
are.
Yeah, so they
Okay.
sit, even if they have to take a break, bio break, no,
No.
sit there, it's going on well, don't spoil the momentum. So that
Okay.
is something I loved, and everybody, right, being there, sitting, not
Yeah.
even moving an inch. That was really nice. So I would not say superstitious, but
Something
kind
to
of a
hold on
support.
to,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
right,
Okay.
right.
Now I remember you telling me not to move a lot of games, so
Yeah.
I know that. Okay. What excites you most about the upcoming summer season with Aadukalam?
Yeah. So we have been playing this Division 2 for a decade, right? And our goal was to, of course, anybody, be it personal or, work wise, you would like to elevate yourself. And after playing almost for a decade, and what we achieved last year to get elevated to the Division 1, That is one of the best things I would say for during the entire season that I played for Aadukalam. So for 2025 Division One, we have to keep our place in Division One. If we will try to elevate, go to Premier, and with this season Division One, we would like to as I mentioned, as everybody's dream to win the cup. So that's something we would definitely try to achieve, set as a objective, and then
Okay.
we'll try to achieve that.
Great. Awesome. What is one goal you have for yourself or for this team for this season on and off the field?
One goal I've already said that the one
Okay.
goal is to be competitively play every game, contribute as a team, and then the winning the championship in Division One. So that should be our goal on the field. Off the field, as I mentioned, even it is always difficult for me to put up with it. Be fit. That is one of the key, right? You are playing there on the field for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, batting put together. So you have to be very very competitive, right? So you have to keep yourself fit and stay healthy. That is another goal off the field, so that we can come onto the field and be competitive and play the game at the highest level.
Okay. So for the team to get the cup, for
Right.
yourself to be fit for all the games.
Right. Yeah, and also
That's
for
a
the
great.
team as well.
For the
They have
team,
to be
yeah.
fit, right? So they have to
Yep.
be fit and then be competitive this season. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. If you could give a shout out to a teammate who's made a big impact on you, who would it be and why?
Absolutely, there's
Okay.
no doubt about it, right? So it is Daniel. Any time he is even 2023 season. The COVID hit and all that. We did not play many games, but I requested him. It's a personal thing. Many people will do that, but whenever I call out, he comes. He's there for me. So anything that would even coming to get together for the games, right?
Yep.
So I'm not sure if he feels that being I will drive for him, and then being relaxed makes him better captain. He's a good captain, but make him better. So that is another thing, right? So we both come together for the games. So that is something, anything and support I required, I call him and he's there right
Yeah,
behind
it's a
me,
great camaraderie
right,
and
right next to
sportsmanship
me,
that you have. It's
right?
really
Yeah,
inspiring.
absolutely, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, last question before the rapid fire round.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
What does the spirit of Aadukalam mean to you? And how do you hope to contribute to it this season?
Uh, as I said, Aadukalam is a family, right? It is not a team or a club, where people spend their time. So it is a family. So that itself is, when you say family, we are well knit people, right? So we are within family, we support each other, right? So that is a very well knit family. So that is the spirit of Aadukalam, because having at least say half the team, I would say, are founders. They've been not founders, but they have been with the club right from day one. So that itself is a great thing, right? You can see clubs today where people come in, go out, play other games, right? But here half of the team, right, the playing, I'm talking about the playing 11, half of the team is have been there from day one. So that is where I call it a family. People are very well knit and close,
Okay.
bonded to each other.
Sounds good. Thank you. All right. A lot of good questions and good answers. Thank you. But we are now into the rapid fire section.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Test cricket, ODI, or T20?
Absolute test cricket.
Awesome. Batting or bowling? Which is your strong suit?
Batting, I would say.
Okay. Favorite cricket ground you played on or you dream to play on?
Favorite, I would say Bloomer Park. That
Okay.
was, one of the memories. But I would like to play on. I'm not. I cannot think I'm fit to be there. But I would say Lords.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are. We should go there
Right.
one day. If Aadukalam made a movie about you, who would play you? And what would be the title?
If they make a movie, of course, Aadukalam is itself a title. We can say,
Uh-huh.
what
Yep.
is it?
I said that's the
Y-
title. Okay.
Right, that will be the title, right? Because
Yep.
that is unique, Right?
Yep, yep.
No one, of course, we being from southern part of India, Tamil is our, language, but still, it's completely unique, right? So that is one of the, unique. If they like to play my role, I would like to play it myself. Why?
Yourself,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I can test my acting skills there, right?
There you
Yeah.
go. All right. Last question now.
Right.
One word that describes cricket for you.
Cricket, competitiveness, right?
Okay.
And it also, it's a test of your character, right? So those are the things I would say, very, test of your character and competitiveness is,
Okay.
I would say, that is what cricket brings to me.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Ramna,
And then,
thank you so
thank
much.
you,
It
thank you.
was very inspirational. I learned a lot myself. I hope the audience feel the same way.
Okay, I
I
hope you
really,
enjoy
really
too.
appreciate you spending the time with me
Sure,
this
absolutely.
evening
It's
to bring this content to our audience.
Absolutely, it was a big pleasure, having me here, contributing to the efforts that you are putting through, Mr. Satish. Really appreciative. It is not easy, right? So this is also one of the inspiration, right? Doing this is something that we have, we were trying to do in the past, but this what you're doing, YouTube channel and celebrating ourselves, right? So that is a big thing, and people are watching, just not within our team, but also people globally, they are watching. So it's something incredibly what you're doing. Always, as I mentioned, it is bringing completely different dimension to our club. Thank you for doing that. And of course, you're the main, but people are behind the scenes supporting. Kiran, everybody who's supporting you. I really appreciate that much.
Thank you so much for your time. Now.
Thank you so much.
There you go, audience. It was a great session. I would like to see you in the next episode with another inspiring team member from Aadukalam. Thank you for watching Aadukalam Dugout Diaries.